Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In the latest episode of General Hospital, the infamous Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard continues to elude the grasp of justice despite his extensive criminal track record. The plot thickens as an incident unfolds that could finally see Sonny sentenced to Pentonville. The storyline highlights 5 active crimes committed by Sonny that could land him in prison, including the murder of A.J. Quartermain, Sean Cannon, and his involvement with Ava Jerome, Maura West. Sonny's reckless criminal behavior doesn't stop at murder. He has also violently attacked Dex Heller in public, committed attempted murder on Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, and been involved in an illegal arms deal. The looming threat of future crimes also hangs in the air, with Ava and Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, pushing him to the edge on GH. Despite the mounting evidence against him, Sonny's freedom remains intact thanks to his lawyer, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy. With Diane possibly planning an insanity defense due to Sonny's manipulated medications, the future remains uncertain for this notorious mob boss. The question remains, will Sonny finally pay for his crimes, or will he continue to walk free? Get all your daily General Hospital spoilers and news here at Soap Dirt, and stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. For decades, Sonny Corinthos, portrayed by Maurice Bernard on General Hospital, has been one of the most compelling and controversial characters in daytime television. His deep ties to organized crime, his love for his family, and his complex moral code have made him a fan favorite, but also a target for law enforcement. Despite his charisma, loyalty, and desire to protect those he loves, Sonny's actions have consistently skirted the boundaries of legality. As much as fans hate to admit it, the reality is that Sonny Corinthos could easily find himself behind bars. Here are 5 reasons why Sonny could be convicted and sent to prison, marking a shocking new chapter in his storied life. Sonny Corinthos isn't just a run-of-the-mill mobster. He's the head of a sprawling criminal empire that stretches across multiple cities and involves illegal activities on a grand scale. Over the years, Sonny has built an illicit business empire that includes drug trafficking, arms smuggling, racketeering, and money laundering, not to mention orchestrating violent takeovers and engaging in numerous other criminal activities. While Sonny has managed to avoid conviction in the past, due to his connections and influence in the city, the sheer scope of his operations is undeniable. The fact that Sonny is the head of the Corinthos organization means he has overseen, and likely orchestrated, countless illegal actions. Though his legal team, often headed by the savvy Diane Miller, has worked to keep him out of jail, law enforcement officials have long been aware of his criminal activities. With increased scrutiny and more advanced technology available for investigating organized crime, it's only a matter of time before Sonny's criminal network comes crashing down. The evidence against him could be overwhelming, with wiretaps, financial records, and testimony from disgruntled associates all pointing directly to him as the mastermind behind a significant criminal operation. Sonny Corinthos has a long and storied history of violence, often resulting in death or serious injury. Whether it's a hit on arrival, a bloody confrontation with a former associate, or the defense of his family, Sonny's violent tendencies are well documented. While some of these acts of aggression might be justified in his mind or to his loved ones, the law doesn't typically make allowances for vigilant justice, even if it's rooted in family loyalty. There's an undeniable pattern of violence surrounding Sonny. Drive-by shootings, mob wars, and explosive confrontations that have led to multiple deaths over the years. While he may claim that he only resorts to violence when necessary to protect his loved ones, The fact is that his actions often go far beyond self-defense. Sonny has been involved in orchestrating killings, ordering hits, and even resorting to torture to achieve his goals or send a message. In a courtroom, this could easily be portrayed as premeditated violence, with little to no justification in the eyes of the law. While his attorneys might argue that he was merely protecting his turf, the sheer number of violent incidents and casualties would make it difficult to paint Sonny as anything other than a dangerous criminal. In the real world, such behavior would almost certainly lead to a conviction. One of the most consistent themes in Sonny's life is his ability to manipulate or obstruct justice. He has a long history of dodging charges, intimidating witnesses, and corrupting law enforcement officers to keep himself out of prison. From paying off police officers to planting evidence, Sonny has used his power and wealth to bend the law to his will, often with the help of his loyal team. He has made it a practice to control the flow of information and prevent the authorities from connecting the dots between his criminal activities. However, in recent years, Sonny's grip on power has started to slip. As the world around him changes, the number of people willing to assist him in evading justice has diminished. With new players like the FBI and various law enforcement agencies more determined to bring down organized crime, the possibility of Sonny being caught in a trap he can't escape is increasing. Additionally, his attempts to intimidate or silence witnesses, such as bribing or coercing people into retracting their testimonies, could come back to haunt him. If these actions were to be revealed in court, it would make him a prime target for charges of obstruction of justice and witness tampering, both of which could carry serious consequences. While Sonny has been involved in multiple violent incidents, one of the most egregious actions that could finally land him in prison is his involvement in the attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Over the years, Sonny has had numerous run-ins with the law, including several instances where he's been involved in shootings and standoffs with police. However, one incident that stands out is the time he directly ordered an attempt on the life of a law enforcement officer, or worse, his involvement in a plot that nearly led to the death of an officer. If the authorities were to link Sonny directly to an event like this, it would represent a major turning point. In the eyes of the law, targeting law enforcement officers is one of the most serious offenses a criminal can commit, as it directly challenges the foundation of society's legal system. The attempted murder of a cop is a felony that carries significant prison time, and even though Sonny might argue it was done in self-defense or in the heat of the moment, the evidence could point to premeditation. If convicted, it could be the nail in the coffin for Sonny's freedom. While Sonny has built a loyal empire, his world is constantly fraught with betrayal, infighting, and power struggles. Over the years, he's had to deal with associates who've turned against him, whether it's due to personal grudges or professional ambition. Some of his closest allies, like Jason Morgan, until his departure, have been caught in the crossfire of Sonny's mob wars and power plays. These dynamics have created a tense atmosphere where loyalty is often tested and betrayal is a constant risk. In any organized crime family, loyalty is everything, and the moment that loyalty is broken, the consequences are often dire. If one of Sonny's former associates were to flip on him and testify against him, it could be the key piece of evidence that leads to his conviction. With the increasing pressure from law enforcement to take down the Corinthos organization, it's only a matter of time before someone from within Sonny's inner circle gives up the goods. Sonny's long-standing alliances, built on blood and loyalty, could quickly unravel, leaving him exposed to legal repercussions that he can no longer escape. Sonny Corinthos has always been able to skirt the law, evade justice, and manipulate situations in his favor, but no one can outrun their past forever. With his criminal empire, violent history, obstruction of justice, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, and the ever-present threat of betrayal within his own ranks, the case for Sonny's conviction is growing stronger by the day. While he may still have the connections and resources to avoid prison in the short term, the long-term reality is that the walls are closing in. Whether or not he finally gets convicted, one thing is certain. Sonny Corinthos' criminal empire may not survive the next chapter of his story. If he is finally sent to prison, it would mark the end of an era for General Hospital and perhaps open the door for new characters to rise to prominence. But for fans who have been with him since his early days in Port Charles, it will be a heartbreaking moment to see the man who built an empire fall from grace.